as experienced as any and was just so good from the word go. And just about the best Nebraska freshman season there's ever been. Has not let up. All Big Ten just about every year. Over 160 straight starts. Morgan Scott looking for the answer against the face of Nebraska softball. Payoff pitch. Lifted into center with carry. Delgado retreats. There it is again. A Billie bomb for Nebraska.
And a big hug from the Huskers. Oregon, they've been trying to get in on the hands, but that one not tight enough. You give her just a yellow part of that plate, and she's still able to drive that several feet over center field. In Nebraska, they doubled their lead, another 2 runs. Talk about being effective. That top half of the Husker lineup, they have been so, so good. You're a pitcher, defender, just to see where you're at, to see, okay, these are really good teams. These teams have what it takes. You'll see a lot of them in postseason.
Throw down a little bit high, and that's what makes the difference. Billie Andrews, another steal.
But look at this snag by Sinicki. This one could have gone over her head easily, not only to make that snag, but as she's coming to land, to get that quick tag applied. It's good effort by her.
Ripped to left, continues to carry it at one, hops the fence from Breadwell. Andrews comes around to score. Nebraska back on the board. First time since the third, they've got a 5 spot.
And this one right here, able to get underneath it and get this ball elevated. Breadwell clears the left fielder's head, and Luchart, she has a ton of speed, so you have to hit that ball pretty hard to get it over her head. That was a great rock over there. Again, a credit to Nebraska, constantly evolving, get her to lean over that plate a little bit. Maybe bust her into the screw here.
Straight up. Andrews, the hero all day, makes the grab. A big win for Big Red. Nebraska on the board here at Mary Nutter. A 6-0 victory over a very good Oregon team. All phases of the game today, Nicole. That's how it goes when you win one by 6-0. Offense, defense, pitching on the front end. In sync and locked in.
Inside corner, strike 1 called. Billie grounded out to short her first time up. Wine, the 1-strike pitch. Andrews swings and drives this one. Center field and deep and gone. A 3-run home run for Billie Andrews. 8-0 Huskers. Billie with her 9th home run of the year. So home runs in both games for Billie Andrews. Now a 19-game hitting streak for her. And now the Huskers by 8. Brooke Andrews to the plate. Wine, the 1-strike pitch. Andrews swings and drives this one. Center field and deep and gone. A 3-run home run for Billie Andrews. 8-0 Huskers. Billie with her 9th home run of the year. So home runs in both games for Billie Andrews. Both kind of doing some dirt work around the pitching rubber. So perhaps she isn't comfortable. The Huskers trying to add to the discomfort. 2-0 to Billie Andrews. Maleka at first, nobody out. Deanopolis 2-0. Billie swings and blasts it. Deep left field and gone! Billie Andrews' 8th home run of the year. And Nebraska cuts it to 5-3.
That's a Husker home.
Billie was ready for them to bring one into her in away, and she'd hit one hard away in her last at-bat to right field, and Deanopolis had fallen behind in that count and brings her one inside, and Billie was ready for it, drives it deep left field.
Billie Andrews' 51st career home run. She's now 2 behind Ali Viola for a tie for second in school history. She ties Ali Viola in career runs scored.
Even more people in the dugout who are out for the season, who might not be everyday starters, but they're pinch runners and bats off the bat, and just less options. And so it's just been something that I think they're battling mentally too. Just here we go again, another injury.
Billie hits that well to the right field. That's going to carry. That's going to be gone. Home run, Billie Andrews. Number 53 of her career, and she's number 2 all-time at Nebraska.
How about that? Just witnessing history here with Billie Andrews, and I think the theme for today is hit the ball to right field and take full advantage of that jet stream. And Billie Andrews just gets one up and away. Look at the replay here. It was an off-speed pitch. She sits back, drives it. It was no doubt off the bat as soon as you saw that ball get up in the air. But the bigger message there is you had a runner on.
Well,
there have been so many times where Billie Andrews has come up this year, hit a leadoff home run and just solo shot, solo shot, solo shot. So the fact that Kaneda is able to get on there with 2 outs and give her a base runner.
Now batting for the Huskers, the shortstop, number 6, Billie Andrews. Billie Andrews. Now batting. Center fielder, number 27, Andrews. For the Huskers, shortstop, number 6, Billie Andrews. Next up for the Huskers, center fielder, number 27, Andrews.
Our offense has to be as potent as possible. And that is what you see in this lineup, especially with the Andrews sisters right at the top. And we could potentially see history today. Billie Andrews, 54 career home runs. That is tied for first in program history, one more, and the record belongs to her.
Andrews has become synonymous with Nebraska softball throughout her career, and she will go down no matter what as one of the best to ever do it for Big Red.
The Illinois defense looking like this. Serena Starks, last year's Ivy League Player of the Year, stepping in center field. Malott and Ward, a really strong middle infield combination. And then the two freshmen on the corners, Addison Carroll and Eileen Donahue. In the circle is Tori McQueen, who has been really the go-to ace for the Illini, having a career season too.
She is the lefty southpaw. She's got a lot of K experience, or excuse me, a big K presence. You know, she's sat behind Sydney Sickles throughout her career, and now this is the year where she has undoubtedly emerged as the definitive ace right now for the Illini.
Our State of Success brought to you by State Farm. And it is Billie Andrews. Last week, she was the Big Ten Player of the Week. She had 4 home runs in 6 games. And if you're maybe thinking a far too early front runner for Big Ten Player of the Year, excuse me, she should be toward the top of your list.
I just feel like she's in a league of her own right now, and she has just continued to get better. You know, she had a decent freshman year. She was very strong, really came alive in that sophomore campaign, but her junior and senior year, I mean, she's just really taken it up a notch.
That's when she pops up deep into right field, and that will land! Husker history for Billie Andrews. The second pitch she sees out of the yard.
You called it, Sloan. You said we could literally see history on the first pitch. As she passes Taylor Edwards and now stands alone atop the Husker record books. I mean, look at this ball, just so elevated. And she says, all right, wind, I'll take a little piece of that. I'll use that to send this out. I mean, what just a truly special player that it has just been such a pleasure to watch her career unfold.
Taylor Edwards is going to have her number retired here with this program, played from 2011 to 2014. She goes in the stratosphere, of course, of Edwards. Ali Viola is great in this program history. And we even joked about it. I'm not going to say I predicted that it was going to happen that early on, but absolutely not surprising, Sammy, that she took it deep the first at-bat.
Well, and how many games has she done that, right? We've seen her throughout her career literally just lead off games with a home run, with that type of a statement. And now, I think, you know, Coach Ravel talked to us about this. She wanted the record to get over with. Get the monkey off your back. Let's continue to play again. And Andrews left no time between those, right? And wow, went over on Wednesday, and you just had a feeling that wasn't going to stay the case for long.
Yeah, that ended her 23 straight reached base streak, going 0 for 4 against Nebraska Omaha and their 5-2 loss. But this is history for a player whose name is written all over these record books. She's also now tied for 8th in Big Ten history. And of course, you can do the math, say what she's on pace for, potentially could have 65 by the end of this year, be 3rd all-time, threaten the single season record. And she absolutely has the ability to threaten even more of those. Her sister Brooke Andrews at the plate.
Feeling too much like yourself. 1-2 to Billie Andrews. Hit in the air into center field. That ball will get down. That will drive in at least 1 run. Here comes a second. Throw to the cutoff man. Not in time. And that brings in 2 runs. Nova-Kane comes around to score, and so does Alina Felix. Billie Andrews drives in 2-3-0 Nebraska here in the second.
It's another great piece of hitting by Billie Andrews after a rough day, a couple games ago. Got the home run yesterday. Squares bunt, turns around right down the middle, and Andrews is able to square it up and send it out into center field. Gets the extra base on the throw in. And Nebraska's clicking here, taking advantage of Lauren Wiles not really being able to get changed, however. It's the 2-0 to Bredwell, bounces in. Here comes the play at the plate, and in to score is Billie Andrews, taking home on a bounced pitch from Juliana Hooker. And that's 9 runs in the inning now. It's 13-3. Wild pitch is the official ruling.
Well, you can rule that as a steal attempt home as well, but she just scores via the wild pitch. And 10 runs in the inning. It's really been.
It's inside for a ball. As Wiles continuing to just try and work it out as she's over 100 pitches. She's given up 9 hits and 6 walks. Very far than the solid outing she had against Illinois State earlier in the week, where she only gave up 2 runs. Here's the 2-0. It's through the middle. Here comes Felix to score, and the onslaught continues. 7 runs in the 4th inning for the Huskers. It's 11-3.
Well, Nebraska fans are loving this. And Illinois cannot believe that the inning has been able to continue this entire time. And again, I think Illinois is either going to make a defensive replacement because it doesn't look like they're going to bring in a new pitcher unless they're about to. I only say that because there's been no meeting in the circle yet.
Juliana Hooker did just run in from the bullpen and is making her way out to the field, and Lauren Wiles' day is over. 11 runs surrendered on 10 hits.
Andrews 0 for 2 today, but her not just season-long but career-long body of work speaks for itself.
Billie Andrews hits this one up the middle. 1 run scores, 2 will score, and the throw in puts the runners at first and third, and Nebraska goes up 1. They're up to 5 runs.
And just like that, Andrews able to snatch back the lead. Was 0 for 2 going into that at-bat, but got some nice contact both times. And that's what makes her so great. We mentioned she leads the team in homers, but she's so great at just trying to find the hole in the infield. The Badgers make the adjustment in the infield to widen out and try and cover up the gaps in the bases and leaves the middle open. And sure enough, Andrews able to take advantage as a veteran hitter.
Billie Andrews, the senior, 0-2 today. Still batting .402 with her average, looking for a homer.
That one into right, and the catch is not made. Andrews is going for second, going for third. A leadoff triple for Billie Andrews to start the 7th inning. That is exactly what Nebraska needed. It was a tough play in right field for Molly Schlosser. Just went off her glove.
It was, in fact, Schossler who was right there ready to recover. Excuse me, Linkletter, who was right there. It popped right out of her.
Come on, there you go, there you go, there you go. Go back!
Due up for the Husker. And it seems like she is going out with a bang. I think that's something that both these coaches instill in their players is this is your last time playing the sport. You might go on and play professionally, but she's leaving it all out there, and she's looking confident as well against some great pitching. She's going to get worked in the zone, and they're not going to give her anything.
Oh, this is absolutely clobbered. See you later. Right on cue, Billie Andrews drives one to left, and the Huskers grab the opening run of the series.
Wow, the Huskers starting in a fashion that I guess we could have expected from them. From Billie Andrews, just racking up her home run total, waiting on this. And that wind did make it fly, but she gave a lot of power to that ball.
Oh, you said it, Gigi. Billie Andrews is Nebraska's all-time home run leader, and that was her 58th of her career. She's also top 10 in Big Ten softball history in that. And what a way to start.
So with that now, Billie too can have her third season where she has 15 or more home runs.
Crazy, right?
Which is an amazing feat.
Now the Andrews sisters atop this Husker lineup have been formidable to say the least, and here's Brooke starting in center field today. See how much of a leash harness is given here as this game goes on. Having a battle against Leilani Chavez. Another 2-2. And she curls it shallow left, and Andrews backpedals her way there.
Billie Andrews with a hip flip, athleticism from short. What a tough play that is to make, to go back on the ball. You hear your outfield, you know it's your ball, and you adjust. Wow, what a play from Billie Andrews.
It's been a nice day for Billie Andrews so far. The home run, couple of strong plays in the field, and salsa her way to that ball for the first out. And now Maddie Lawson to the plate, takes strike one.
I like that. Do you pick words that you want to work into the broadcast with salsa? You woke up today, you said salsa's it's gonna be in there today.
I struggle enough with trying to figure out the right words to use in a broadcast. Having to fit additional words in, it would not work well for me.
Well, I do have to give you credit, too, for one of the best words, I think, for a hard-hit ball, clobbered. That was a nice use of the word clobbered.
Thank you.
Thank you, Dom.
That.
No, thank you.
Off of a hard loss, and you come into this game with a key defensive play to keep a run off the board right away. Good stuff.
Andrews gets a nice piece of this one, sends it into that 7-8 gap. Nebraska on the board, runners still on the move. Throw it home, not in time. Huskers taking the 2-0 lead in the third.
This time Andrews wants to make sure no one is going to catch this ball on hitting it a hard line drive. I mean, this is one that Ojo just leaves in the sweet spot. Yeah, it's a little down, but as a hitter, when you go down and get that, it can be a really nice hard hit like we see from Andrews. So she finds the left center hole. These are the gaps we were saying these hitters had to find. And then you get results, 2 runs on the board.
Big triple there from Billie Andrews. Almost with the home run to start things off.
Just ropes it out there. So there's no doubt where the runners are going. Andrews watches the...
So Andrews now on third, no outs, and still plenty of time for the Huskers. Wild pitch will score another run. 3-0 here for the Huskers.
And so this is one of the things we were talking about with Ojo. Just the ball can get away from her, and then when you have someone like Andrews on third who has the speed, I mean, there's this aggressiveness that you just got to be careful of. Because there can be a threat at any time like that, and she scores easily.
The experienced player, Andrews, knowing that the first baseman, you see where she's positioned, just back too far that she's not going to be able to run up on that ball as Muno. And it forces Miller to have to field the ball as the pitcher, which is difficult to do because she bunted it to the opposite side of her arm. So an easy infield single there for Andrews.
So a leadoff single brings the...
And this year just surpassed Taylor Edwards for the school record. Edwards with 54 home runs.
We showed Gus Oakland on a list of Minnesota grades. That's a list of Big Ten grades right there.
So, speaking of Oakland, has to make a tough play there. Nebraska gets another, just generating runs, and the Huskers go up 5-4.
Anybody could have made that play. It could have been Oakland, but just not enough. Andrews, too much speed there anyway. Oakland on her back foot there, but great job by Andrews to just find a way to put the ball in play. You know she could beat out an infield ground ball.
Here's Bland swinging at the first pitch. It's off the glove of Valencia. And the runner is safe at second, and the runner is safe at home plate. And a big inning from Nebraska. They played at 5 in the top of the 4th. They go up 7-4.
This one just dropping off the glove of Valencia out in outfield. Just hits the tip of the glove. DeBoer does a good job getting it in. The tag too late. Great slide. You're right, huge inning, great comeback for this offense.
Isn't that what the Huskers have done here this year? They have come from behind to win games. They have won in extra innings. They played a ton of extra inning games. So no deficit is too big of a deficit, it seems like, for the Huskers this year.
I feel like that's the scouting report of what you'd expect of these.
Deeply hit, crushed to the outfield, another home run. Billie Andrews getting in on the party.
Slow, what is going on? Every hit is harder than the next. So what's happening is these pitches are over the plate and these hitters will take advantage. This is what Billie Andrews does. She hits. This ball is just belt high. So if you're going to miss like that to a good hitter, they will take advantage. We're seeing so many hits right now to center. That feedback you're getting is, I'm on it. Okay, so this one a little more to left center. But regardless, the hits are hard, they're coming fast, and they're just piling them on.
A pitching change for Minnesota. Trailing 3-1, the long ball a big factor here in quarterfinal 2. Nebraska with a 3-1 lead. Billie Andrews crushing a ball here in Iowa City. That was impressive even for her.
So you're just getting the typical at-bats you do from these big players time and time again. They're not cheating themselves. They're playing loose. They came out swinging. They're ready to go.
She is 6th all-time entering today in Big Ten history for career home runs. That was her 59th. Her next one would make her the 6th player in conference history to reach 60. We expect a big bat, big swings from Billie Andrews. That might have been one of the biggest home runs I've seen from her.
Well, right now, the fun part is the teams are coming as advertised.
That is ball 4 for Billie Andrews. The potential exists for her to end this game.
The pressure that Nebraska just keeps putting on Minnesota to come through in the circle.
for Nebraska. Running at second base, number 2.
Billie Andrews, one of the best home run hitters in Big Ten history. Already has one under her belt in this game, a bomb. He's also reached base with a hit by pitch, but she brings so much power in her bat. 4-time All Big Ten, a Husker legend. And comes up with a chance for the Huskers to stamp their ticket to the semifinals. And on one pitch, she does it. The Huskers advance to the semifinals emphatically.
Sloan, I don't even know what to say. The hitting in this game was just incredible by Nebraska. You couldn't have played any looser. Andrews has her second bouncy of the game and delivers and ends it. I mean, just the way they went about their business, just came in focused, prepared, confident, and beat a good Minnesota team. Low, down, she goes and gets it. Drives it. She's watching it the whole way. She's waiting to see if it had the distance. It sure did.
It is her 60th career home run. One of 6 players in conference history to reach that milestone. She's taken a lot of home run trots in her career, but this one has to be toward the top. A run rule walk-off in the Big Ten tournament.
She's so excited. It's not even much of a trot in the beginning. She's ready to see it go. Runs home to her teammates. That is one of the best feelings you will ever have in your whole life. Really. A game like this, I mean, this is why you live for. You want to come through in the big moments, and when you do, it is just so sweet. And the way it really was a collective effort. I mean, you have to have people on for Andrews to come through there late. That's not a solo shot. And so that's why between the walks, the deep counts, just quality at bats, you come home with a home run.
And we are joined by the hero of today, Billie Andrews. Congratulations on this win, an exciting ending, and on your 60th career home run. Take us through that last at bat. You jumped on it in a hurry.
Yeah, I was just looking for a pitch that I could drive. I was honestly thinking be patient and find a good pitch that I could drive in. It came the first pitch, and I was ready to attack.
You guys overall just felt patient, confident, relaxed. In a big tournament, how were you able to come in with those feelings?
I think we've just been, throughout the whole season, we've played a pretty hard schedule, and we've been in situations where we need to bring our emotions down, and I think we just did a pretty good job today is just staying pitch to pitch and just attacking every pitch as its own. And shout out to Sarah Harness. She threw a really great game, and our entire offense we came out and we attacked, and it came out on our side. So
it was absolutely a group effort today. Mm-hmm. Describe for us the togetherness of this team with the adversity that you faced and how good a win like this can feel with what you guys have done and gone through.
Yeah, our team has gone through so much perseverance throughout this season. We've had a handful of girls go down, and it's like if someone goes down, it's next woman up, and every person on our team contributes to us in a very important way, and it's like it doesn't matter what happens, we're all gonna come together
They all come together just like that.
Right.
Billie, we'll let you go celebrate. Thanks so much for the time. It was fun to watch.
Thank you.
Right on cue.
Perfect.
For the Huskers. 11-2 is their victory over number 5 Minnesota. We're going to step aside. We'll have more when we come back from Iowa City. No greater feeling than a run rule walk off the Huskers. Moving on. An incredibly exciting finish, a walk-off for the Huskers. An all-time great Billie Andrews sending it over the fence to give her team the win, and they move on to the semifinals. They will
your go-to pitch. Believing the things that are who you are ultimately as a pitcher.
Billie Andrews sends one over the left field fence. It's gone. Andrews, 61 career home runs, 18 on the season. Nebraska up 1-0. Her third home run of the Big Ten tournament. And one of the best hitters Nebraska has ever seen is bringing it in her final Big Ten softball tournament.
And this a screwball. Again, screwball, the pitch that you were not supposed to bring in the zone, the pitch that she had cut down on in her repertoire. Billie Andrews sends out of the park. You cannot bring this pitch too far in on Billie Andrews.
On a 2-2 count, Andrews took a yard.
It's just so far on the inside. She got all of this. A no-doubter over the trees. Again, that, Lisa, by the way, was the pitch that they removed. They cut that pitch in half. And Bree Copeland's repertoire. The screwball was what she was throwing less of, saying it was not working. Adding more of the curveball, more of the rise ball, more of the changeup.
Here's the deal, though. Copeland, pretty good about the reset also this year. And that is one thing that Shonda Santon has talked to us about. When you look at
Take a look at this, yeah. Billie Andrews, not only she hits the home run, excited, immediately goes and talks to her team. Hits the pitch, says, here's what I've seen.
All business-like.
Absolutely, you got a leadoff hitter that does her job, but does not forget to remind her teammates, here's what I saw, here's what I hit. To me, that's leadership, right? It's not just looking on her own particular performance. It's about doing what she needs to for her team, too. To me, that's such a leadoff hitter and such a leader on her team as well. There's a list of legendary names
Right?
on there. Legendary Big Ten names there.
61 home runs, the most in Nebraska's softball history. We'll see where she stands in Big Ten history. Andrews, a bouncer to the middle of the infield, the backhander, and the runner safe, and the run scores. Nebraska goes up 3-0. Caitlin Neal plating yet another run here for the Huskers. And Billie Andrews doing her job putting that ball in play.
And this ball just deep on the infield. Van Brandt does a good job trying to make the play, but Andrews has enough speed that she can make it happen if you put the ball in play that deep in the infield. Credit to Andrews for just having so many tools in her toolbox.
Andrews, 6 RBI in the Big Ten tournament.